Now, about 10 years ago or so, give or take, I want to say close near 10 years ago, this website, which if you're new to Salafi, you never heard of this website, and it should not have been buried by these brothers, but it was. And this website is called protectmuslimsisters.com. This website was started by a number of sisters in the States that allege that Abul Hassan Malik takes advantage of sisters in that community. So now you see why I sought advice before I decided to put this one out there. Because you probably think I'm getting to the sins of people, and it's not that. I'm trying to expose a pattern of behavior here. Now, I want you to think, for example, if your sister or your daughter came to you and said that there's a brother who takes advantage of women in your community, what would you do? Or if it was your sister or daughter says, I have myself have been taken advantage from a brother in the community, what would you do? Most of you would probably fight. You wouldn't let that happen. Now, when I first became, like in the early days, we heard a lot of different rumors and whatnot. And, but, we heard, different things here and there. And I'm not going to get into details, right? If you want to check the website yourself, you can check it yourself. It's called protectmuslimsisters.com. Everything's out there. So why this website? It's because the way that these brothers handled this again, right? They went in straight defense mode. This right here was the response to that website. Admonition against Namima and those who spread it. And if you want to listen to this lecture, you can go right ahead and look for it. I gave you the names. I gave you the names of the website. I put it all out there. But at any rate, instead of defending the honor of the sisters or to find out what was going on or to do an investigation, this was their response. Now, I want you guys to think for a second. If you've been Salafi as long as I have, then you know, especially in North America, Salafis really don't have anything. We don't have schools, we don't have masajid, we don't have institutions, financial institutions, anything of worth really. Like any type of community building, we just don't have that. We just have people who ask for money from masajid every single week for Jummah. And we have du'at who take advantage of women. This is like known as ma'ruf. Like we've known about this for many years. And everybody just remains silent about it. And nobody says anything. And to be honest, this is one of the main reasons, the major reasons why we cannot advance as a community. Because people have a certain lifestyle, and instead of losing that lifestyle, they'd rather get into the honor of other Muslims so they can keep that lifestyle, and they tell you it's manhaj, and they tell you it's religion and deen. And you're being played. You're being had. You're being bamboozled. You're being buffooned. Any man that gets accused by a woman and he knows 150% that this woman is lying, his reaction is not going to be like this. Never ever. And for me, I'm not going to get into details, but when I talk to the brother, about this, because I know if it was me and some woman accused me, I'd be like, I would lose my mind, right? And any man would generally lose their mind if they know nothing happened, right? We get accused of something nothing happened, right? So anyway, when I talked to the brother, I was seeking his advice, an older brother, respected brother, and I asked him, we've been studying for all these years, right? I asked him, how many Hufad have they produced in your masters there in the States? He said, none that I know of. I said, how many people have they produced even to memorize Arba'in an-Nawawi in their classes? He says, none that I know of. I got, how many people have they produced, to memorize any matun at all? He goes, none I know of. I said, how many single mothers have they of those du'a produced? He is silent like this. He just said, damn, just like that. And he made me say, make sure you put this as a last thing in that video, because you gotta know how these people are, how they defend each other, no matter what sin. And I mean literally mean, because I know things that most of you don't know. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I know things that most of you just don't know. I know most of you didn't know about that website, for sure. When you're being taken advantage of in the name of religion, and you see with your own eyes raunchy behavior, and you hear with your own ears the lies, but you still insist on defending criminals, thinking that you're doing something for Islam. Let me tell you something. Allah doesn't defend the liars, number one. Allah says in the Quran, Allah says in the Quran, oh, you believe, fear Allah and be with the truthful. So Allah doesn't protect the liars, number one. Number two, if you are protecting liars, after you hear the lies, after you know the lies, all this evidence all over the place, look at my YouTube channel. I didn't start this YouTube channel for this purpose, and I'm doing this only for the sake of Allah, only that. And you still insist on defending these people, I don't care who you are. If you do that, wallahi, you deserve to be misguided. Wallahi, you deserve to be misguided, because you don't love the truth. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant wa astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.